Hey guys, so welcome to my video. This is how I made my Harley Quinn cosplay in 2 days because I bought stuff off of AliExpress, and this is how I pieced it together. Also, sorry for the change in lighting because I was figuring that out and my floor is riddled with paint, so sorry about that. So this is me showing you what we have. We have the black skirt, red jacket, black jacket, red skirt, gloves, headgear, a belt. He had some nice belt, another belt. Wow, wow, look at all this stuff. Yes, yes. And then, yes, we have belts. Lots of them. Lots of them. It's everything. It's the leggings, the skirts, the jackets, the belts, lots of belts, the headgear, and I also cut out some HQ out of foam. And also the different colored gloves are inside as well. So here is the black skirt. I bought it in an XL, so I have enough space for some excess. Laid it out on the floor. Put the red one on the other side of it so I see what it looks like. And then I have it pinned against my mannequin. So I folded it in on the red one, glued the edge, and then I pinned it in. I then glued the glued edge onto the black, and then I cut down the middle on the bottom bit so there's a little triangle shape at the bottom. I also made sure to pull both of the sides to the back and pin it so it's shaped to my form. Then taking some excess, I cut out diamond shapes. I glued the back so it wouldn't be just like a harsh cut. Did it for black and red, and then I stuck it onto either side of the top. What I like about this is that it sticks on easily because of this type of fabric, but not necessary for the jackets and other things, which you'll see later. So after that, I cut out one red strip, one black strip out of the excess, and I pinned it only on the top and the bottom, and then I sewed it later on, but again, make sure it's only on the top and bottom because you need space in the middle for all the belts. So after that, as you can see, I pinned it all to the back. I also pinned the top and bottom edges so it'll be a clean cut. And then I put a zipper on, and then I cut off the excess of the zipper later on as well. So that's it for the top for now, but then we'll come back to it later because of the belts. So these are the jackets. The black is on the right hand side when you wear it, and the red is on the left hand side when you wear it. Make sure that you know and you don't make a mistake later on because that's going to be very hard to redo. Yes, I just put it on the floor just to make sure I know. Now for the jacket. So what you're going to be leaving is the back, the whole of the back, the left front, and the collar. This is as you want like the main base for the black to stick on. So that means I'll only be cutting off the red right layer, and then I will be gluing the edges down inside of the jacket, and then put the thin layer on top of that, glue that down, sew it if necessary. And this is so it looks clean when you see the inside of the jacket. And then I will cut off the whole back and then the front of the right, including the armhole. Don't forget about the armhole, into 2 separate pieces, so there'll be 2 separate pieces later. Then I'll pin the front right to the rest of the red jacket, as you can see here. So for the black, you should only have the right front and the back of the jacket as well. So you can cut off the left hand side front and can cut off the collar. This leaves me with this. And don't forget to save the excess back part for later on. So then for either side of the jacket, you'll need to cut off around about where the elbow would be, and you can cut off, let's say, 4 fingers length of either side, and then cut off again, so there'll be another separate bit for the end of the jacket so you can sew it back on. So then you'll have these. This is the only picture I have of the jacket put together, but aside from that, this is what the jacket would look like. I then also did the same method I did for the top and put diamonds on either side of the jacket. I put it on the armbands of where we did it on the jacket. So for the back, I cut a rectangle shape first, and then I curved it more at the top, so it's smaller at the top and longer at the bottom. I then glued a bit of it on first so it just stays in place, and then I sewed it on later at the edge. I didn't glue the edge this time, I just sewed it on straight because I thought the rough look was fine. I also glued on the right hand side a little rectangle with a silver thing on top of it as well. So for the belts it was pretty simple. I just fed the very thin belts in the middle, and then I took a thicker black belt and put it on the bottom. I think I put about 4 or 5 in the middle, and I made a little hole with my scissors if there was like no hole for the belt to go through, and that's what it ended up looking like. So this is what the leggings look like. Luckily I found a very cheap pair of leggings that already came in black and red. Unfortunately I had to turn it around because it wasn't the right way around, but whatever. So I cut a little foam piece, marked it on the leggings, as you can see here, made sure it kind of aligned together, cut this out with the excess black and sewed it on. So I took a very thin piece of foam, I put this around the shape of my mannequin neck. I marked out where the tallest part of the neck would be, cut this out, and then I pinned either side together. So I pinned it in half, and then I drew little arches on the top, and then cut this out so on either side there will be even arches, it won't look uneven. Then I cut one long triangle, and then I put the other triangle going the other way, and I repeated this. This is me seeing what it looks like on the mannequin. I also cut out a grey HQ out of thicker foam as well, which you'll see later on as I painted this necklace red and the grey HQ, well, grey. I then coloured the inner bits and the outer bits in black permanent marker. And then I found a little clip and also some small rings, and I put it on either side. And then I also glued it just to make sure. And then I painted it later on as well, just so you can see the little hot glue bits on the back. I also added a small hoop ring and put a hole through it for the thick belt. And after that, this is what it looks like. So that's it. It was very challenging and surprising for me because I was sort of guessing half the time of how I'll piece things together. But then again, like I said, I pieced stuff together because I got it off AliExpress. I think the longest thing was, or one of the hardest things, was trying to find all the right colours, because you don't want one red to be too bright and one red to be too dark. And finding that on AliExpress, I was very surprised that when it got through the mail, I was like, oh my gosh, they're almost the same color. But even in pictures, I was like, I can't really tell. It actually looks all the same red, which is amazing. And yeah, again, the reason why it took didn't take as long is because it was almost half made, especially for the leggings. The leggings were the best find ever. I matched everything to the legging colors actually. And I also compared the prices as well because it was AliExpress. I wanted it to be both cheap and easier to make. I also found the gloves and headgear online on AliExpress as well. I don't know whether the inner bit of the glove is a heart or a circle, but I just chose the heart because it looked a lot cuter, I think. Also, I don't know whether it's the lights or not, but wearing the jacket was very hot as well, so that could probably be good for winter Comic Cons or colder places. But yeah, that's my video. I wanted to make a easier way and also cheaper way to make this cosplay. So yeah, thanks for watching, hope you enjoy, and check out my links below. Bye!